Hi, everybody. It's Linda G coming to you from Northern California, and it's quite windy, but not Armageddon winds. And today would normally be my Sunday with our good buddy Sterling. And unfortunately, he wrote me a couple of days ago. They keep shutting their power off. Poor Linda, his wife. They can't have anything in the freezer because the power shut off. I feel so bad for them because I've been there. I know what it's like. But they would get it on and then off, on, off. That's more irritating. I didn't have to go through that. I remember mine was off 7 days. So, for those of you who don't really know who I am, my name is Linda G, and I am a registered Comanche Indian. And yes, my dad was white, thus. And my mother was quite psychic. My grandmother was psychic. So maybe that's where I received a gift, but I'm a psychic medium. The medium's actually pretty good comparatively. I've been on this channel since 2018. I predicted the COVID a year before it happened. I'm not going to go through the list of what I predicted, but I predicted Biden was going to win. But this last time around, I predicted Kamala was going to win, and she did not win. And that has upset me. But now the information's coming out via foreign narratives, Canada, etc., that apparently the vote was not right, if you know what I mean. So, and some of you are writing me telling me to be careful because a blogger was hit by the FBI because he had said some stuff about 47. I don't worry because this blogger was threatening his life. You just don't do that with anybody. If he did that to Biden, they'd be coming after him. So, yeah, I'm not threatening anybody's life. I'll give you the best I can give you to help you along because this is a very difficult time for a lot of people. And I appreciate all, we got like almost 300 questions. A lot of you just want me to tell you that we're going to not have to deal with 47 much longer. It's almost a bad dream, the things he's doing. I mean, he cut those attorney generals, just fired them. And apparently you can't do that. You have to notify Congress, you have to give 30 days. And he just did it because that's who he is. And he's almost like, well, yeah, right. Watch this. I will tell you, you guys, it is pretty bad. I don't see us Americans being able to fight him as bad as we could. I do see the other nations giving him a bad time, like he would to bring a couple of planes of illegal aliens to Mexico, and they wouldn't let them off the plane. They shipped them back, which cost American taxpayers a lot of money. Mexico's not going to work with him. Canada's not going to work with him. Big Steel, you guys, anybody watch my community page? A big America put in for some steel, from someplace, and they refuse to give it to him. There's going to be a lot of hardships coming up for him and a lot of fighting. He's in a state of resistance. Okay, even though it's unconstitutional, I just see so many lawsuits, like it's just pouring. Like that 14th Amendment thing, not going to happen. He's not going to be able to ship off people born in the United States. He's just not going to be able to do it. I even see SCOTUS leaning towards him, saying, yeah, dude, you can't do that. Okay. I also want to bring up, our friend Dan, who used to do my channel. His son got accepted in a program that looks really exciting. Hold on. And you guys, I'm so sorry. My email is just overwhelmed again. I can't keep up with it. I just can't do it. So the other day, you keep sending me a lot of the stuff I've already seen. videos. One video, I think I posted on my thing, was an hour, 2.5 hours long. And these, I can't do it all. Physically, I can't keep up with it all. I'm so very sorry if I don't get back to you. I got too popular. So where was I? I was going to tell you guys that his son Barron isn't a very good person. But anyway, so my friend Dan has a son that where is he? Oh, I think he sent it to me on. I'm going to post it on here. There's a lot of things you could give to now. There's a lot of people out there, especially with fires and stuff. But a lot of you guys like Dan, so I'll post it for him. I've donated. Where are you, Dan? I should have opened that up first. Here it is. It's a fundraiser on GoFundMe. And it's like if we would consider, giving to that. His son was able to get privacy choices, was able to get in I'm looking to raise funds to attend a 2025 Chosen Vale International Trumpet Seminar this summer in Enfield, New Hampshire. It's a very prestigious festival with students and faculty from all over the world. One of the faculty members attending will be Esteban Battalion, principal trumpet of the Philadelphia Orchestra. The total for the tuition and lodging is $2,960. He's a school teacher, so he can't afford it. So any help in raising monies. So I am going to post it. I'm going to give monthly for him. And let's see how it goes, okay? But good luck to Daniel's son getting out there and doing his trumpet. Okay, so now let's get this ball rolling. So wasn't that interesting how snow landed in Florida and Texas? But there's no changes. And this guy's shutting down all the people that notify us if there's disease. And somebody tried to argue with me that no, he didn't drop insulin down. He didn't take the $350 insulin. Yeah, he removed it. There's red people talking about it, saying, I can't believe my president. I went down to the pharmacy to get my insulin, and it's like 1,000 something. So I'm telling you, anything Biden touched or Obama touches, he wants to remove it. And that's just who he is. And I really like the gentleman that's on MSNBC. He was talking this morning. Michael Steele. I want to tell you, that man got it on the letter. Mark my words. And I know a lot of you are like, what? He said, no kumbaya getting at the table trying to act like you can work with Republicans. Once they have been hit by 47, they have to be totally into him. If you're not, Susan Collins and Kalas, you know who I'm talking about. They've already been threatened because they didn't vote for the Craig guy. We'll take a look at that. But I just want you to know that he said, just let them do it. And it's terrible, and we're going to suffer for a bit here. But I'm going to tell you, he will implode. And I told you it's going to be back-to-back lawsuits, clogging up the courts. He's acting like he's king for a day. Like him getting rid of all those attorney generals, it is illegal. But I don't see, the Republicans in Congress have to do something, but they won't because it's a king. So I'm so sorry to tell you, but our oversights and everything else, it's pretty bad. The good news is Mexico, Canada, and other nations are, and in fact, NATO said if he thinks he's going to hit the Netherlands, then the United States will be dropped from NATO and they'll probably go to war with the United States, which is not, it's just that's what they're saying out loud. Like technically they could do that. He's not going to get Greenland. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get the Panama Canal. He's trying to figure out ways to do it, but I don't see him being able to do it. He's not going to do any kind of nuclear thing. Okay, so tell me what else I can tell everybody. Okay. Americans, there's a lot of Americans that are going to get very hurt with a lot of stuff he's doing. Case in point, FEMA. He's telling states, no, you're going to have to figure it out. And what's going to happen is the red states aren't going to be able to afford it. As it is, they've cut out all funding almost for everything. They're not giving to other countries anymore. They're just, it's all his money. So he wants his money. But I feel that the red states, people are going to get sick. I just feel, see, California will develop its own little internation in the nation. I don't see them saying we're succeeding from the United States because he's not going to be there forever. So they know this too shall pass. But I see us being able to take care of ourselves because we have the fifth largest economy. New York's going to be able to do it, etc. But there's going to be some big trouble coming up. And there already are the red hats that are saying, what the hell are you doing? And that a lot of 56% of Americans don't agree with pardoning all those January 6 people. And did you hear about the young woman? I have her book that testified. She's pretty. Apparently, they were going to call her in. And then somebody told them, you better not, because she's got all kinds of text messages from congressional members that are pretty ugly and sexual in nature. Interesting. Somebody said, and I don't think I believe it, but somebody said one of them was Grassley, and they always knew he was low and dirty. I don't know about that. He's awfully old. Entertainment purposes only. So anyway, all this ugliness is going on. Graham was on a news station and they were telling him, he's doing this. He can't do that. And he goes, no, you're right. He's not, it's illegal, but good luck changing it. He's president. Like he's president, he's king. So there you go. Again, entertainment purposes only. And this is hard. This is really hard, but let's get some juice. Let's get some stuff that we can look at that will happen soon. So the guides are right when they say, don't worry, this is about ready to implode. Okay. I don't even see him being able, except maybe to China or Russia. I don't see him being able to travel. And Putin is afraid to travel because he'll get arrested. And Netanyahu, of course, they got this whole thing going with Netanyahu owning that Gaza Strip. And he's trying to talk Saudi Arabia into taking over. Saudi Arabia has money, is why he's so gung-ho for Saudi Arabia. Also, I don't know if you've seen about Elon. What did I tell you? The guys were right. First of all, Vidic is gone. Okay. Gone, baby, gone. Thinks he's going to try for governor of Ohio. Nope, not going to happen. But the other one is Elon. Now, apparently, Trump has a chief of staff, a woman he's known for years, and she looks like somebody out of like she worked for a prison or something. She don't take no prisoners. She's a very stern, blonde woman, probably reminds him of his mother. But she put Elon across the street. No, he wasn't going to get a space next to Trump. And he doesn't have carte blanche anymore with Trump. Anything he wants to submit to Trump, it's got to go through her. Because all the people hate him. All the people within the Trump organization hate him. And he bought the ticket, so he thinks he's entitled. I don't think Trump likes him that much. So leaving it all, think about it. If that was Trump's dude, it doesn't matter what. He would be able to come and go as he pleased, but that's not what's happening. So I want to take a quick look at what Elon's feeling right now, because he's upset. Okay, I'm going to pick one card from the predictions deck. By the way, I got Third Wish. I got his cards in his book. Looks like a very good deck. I got to study it for a while. So tell me about Elon Musk. What's he feeling right now? Ooh, floods and heavy rain. So a lot of stuff is hitting him at once. Internationally, I feel he's in trouble. I know that it's TikTok. Germany stopped ordering his cards. By the way, I don't want you to worry. I don't know how I know so securely, but he's over there with that Nazi team in Germany. He's not going to be able to turn it. Not at all. No, it's not going that direction. So what is the outcome with Elon? Let me write Elon's name down that I talked about. I guess you guys are watching football today. I don't have any skin in the game, so I always go for the person that never won a Super Bowl. And I guess Buffalo's one of them, so I'll be rooting for Buffalo. See his face. He's upset right now. He's not happy at all. He is traveling. He went to Germany. And then it was plastered everywhere that he was with the Nazis. And that doesn't make, even if Trump likes Nazis, it doesn't help Trump's case. So his energy is upside down. Okay. He had all these plans and nothing's happening. Okay. Look at that. Working away, but nothing is being heard. Nothing is being said. He's thinking of walking away. What do we say? He's thinking of walking away. He's in legal trouble too, by the way. He's also having trouble with a woman. Doesn't have any temperance right now. He's bouncing around. Communications are upside down. Oh, thank you. Now we'll see if we read this later, but I even see he moved out of the little cottage at the Trump at Mar-a-Lago. His Tesla's going down. Burn, baby, burn. And don't forget, February 1st, we start charging Canada 25%, and we charge Mexico, and that's when you're going to see. And please just batten down the hatch. Like I said, if you can, somebody wrote me and said, you're telling everybody to get extra canned goods and stuff, and make sure that they have protection for themselves, because when people are really hungry, they'll do crazy things. But I don't see, at least now in California, it'll be too expensive for a loaf of bread in some cases. But I do see the state of California, New York, different places having food stores that people can afford, being able to give people food. That's what I saw. I got to ask on Newsom next. Sorry. I got to ask on Newsom next. So anyway, his cycle is being reversed. He's about ready to go down. Give it. And this is what the kite said, remember? He's much ado about nothing, going nowhere. He's getting ready to go down. We can't, because everybody likes to go, win, 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 Linda. I just can tell you, he's going. So give me the outcome for Elon Musk. I love these cards. Give me the outs. Oh, look what the first card fell out. Prepare and stock up. Hello. Exactly. But tell me, what's happening? What's the outcome? Oh, I just got the chills. Taken by force. Look at that. He's in trouble. TikTok, you guys, just hold on. Entertainment purposes only. TikTok. TikTok. And I don't see Trump being able to really help him. He's going to be so furious at Trump. He's going to be so furious. Here's the thing. Elon screwed a lot of people over, including that Tesla was not his idea. He stole a lot of ideas. And he really wanted to be in the rocket science thing, but there's going to be some following through on that. Trump is not allowing any money to go to other nations, and I don't see him really investing in rocket science or anything, because that's money could be in his pocket. We're going to be sort of in a stuck energy, okay? And our nation will try to find him, but it's through the courts. They're going to fight him through the courts. A Reagan-appointed judge said out loud about that 14th Amendment, in all my years, I never saw something so unconstitutional. So there you go. If it was a Democrat appointed, he'd be saying it, but no, he said, I've never, so that I don't want you to worry. That, although it would have been nice, and then that Melania would have to go and stuff. Okay, so now, let's look at Trump. Just while I got these cards out, I just want to take a quick look-see. Tell me about the outcome. They're new cards, so they're kind of hard to shuffle. Do the shuffle. Violetta put out a GoFundMe for her son. So I gave, there's so many things you have to put out. You should see PayPal. I put out so many for, because they have an actual part on PayPal that they show how much money you gave to charity. Okay. Angel of light and mercy, we ask for the truth and only the truth. Tell us about Trump right now. What's going on with Trump right now? Okay, it's falling all over the place. Social media. So he's all into social media. That gives him a shot in the arm. We're going to look at Rachel Maddow because he's threatening about shutting her down. What's the outcome with Donald Trump? What's the outcome with Donald Trump? That's weird. I don't know what this means. Moon, no, unclear. Give me another card. What's the outcome of Donald Trump? Earthquake shakeup. Earthquake shakeup. Damn. Okay, so let's do my other cards. I'm using Morgan Greer Tarot that I've used for years. It's like my home base. These cards are so stiff, they go flying all over the place. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that woman is a bulldog. That woman working as press. What is she? Something. She's the chief. She's like that guy, that general that worked for him for a little while. I just heard this. If they decide to take in the people who did the January 6th, although a lot of them he can't touch. If they decide to go ahead and do it, then there's the prosecution and defense. Then the defense, which is the Democrats, will call in that woman that they don't want on the stand. And I think they've told them under no uncertain term, you can expect these email and texts to go out. I just heard that, just FYI. So anyway, this Rottweiler, this woman that's overseeing him that looks a lot like his mother, she's going to really protect him. And he kind of likes that. I mean, remember Vedic was the one, but remember what I said about Vedic? I might be pronouncing his name wrong. When they were talking about the H1N1, all that stuff, or not H1N1, about the getting people from other nations to come and work because they're really smart. That's not the reason. The reason is we can get them in here and hold them hostage, pay them hardly anything, not even lunch breaks. And you guys can't do anything about it, unlike Americans who we have to give them breaks and stuff. I'm telling you, that's the truth. So when they were talking about this was very important to get these people from India, and that guy got upset. So did Elon. And he said, well, if the Americans weren't so stupid. What did I say? Remember that when it came out? And I said, ding dong, ding dong. Trump thinks it too, but when you insult his people, you're going to pay the price. He can't let that guy get away with it. So yeah, that's why he had to go. He gave a lot of money to Trump too. Okay, so give me something. Just give us something that's coming up on Trump. Angel, light, and mercy. We ask for no ill will. We just ask for facts. So when they occur, we know you're really talking to us. Well, he thinks he's king for a day. He's more worried about money than anything else. He's acting like a fool. Some people are backing away from him. He's about ready to be hit hard by a lot of things. He's reversed, and so by the fall time, he's really going down. I'm going to have Andre and I are going to do a show about some things that are going on. But he's more worried about money and getting money. But oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just what the cards have always been saying. He will implode, like I've been telling you. He's going to implode. Right now, he thinks he's cool, but people are starting to back away from him. You're going to start seeing the stock market really heading down the 1st of February, maybe even this week. That's the first sign. And then things just get worse and worse. The prices of everything. Oh, and somebody had the nerve to go on a show and lie and said, no, I think the president said it would take him a couple of years to get the price of eggs. No, it wasn't. He said, as soon as I get in office, I'll get them eggs. Let's look at the price of eggs, just out of curiosity, okay? But anyway, but when Americans start suffering, and we're going to have some more hurricanes and some Armageddon type stuff, and there's no help from the government, you're going to see a lot of people upset. Because America cares about their families and education for their kids. People fight back. I don't know who says that, yeah, you keep doing this to Americans and then eventually they'll be like Germany and just accept it. No, Americans are going to fight back. Price of eggs. Right now, everybody's upset. There will be some help or something happens that they're able to eradicate this, but it's like might not even be totally eradicated till karmic star is using Aquarius card, and Aquarius is coming up. I see the business people putting money into regrowth, doing what they need to do. So it's not like forget about it, you'll never get a good price for some eggs. It almost looks like even by July, things will be a little better. Here's the problem. They're still going to have the prices a little high, not as high as now. Part of it is to recuperate from the loss, is what I see. But the other part of it is greed. Oh, yeah, well, if they're willing to pay $5, do you see what I'm saying? Then we'll just keep charging them. So, okay, now I'm dying to know about peak. Unfortunately, when I read last time, I told you guys it looked real good that he might not get in. I said, ah, damn it. Then he wrote this letter. Are we men or what? There's women involved in. So let's see the card for Pete, what he'll be like as a drunk king. What will it be like for Pete? Hedgehog. Society collapse. A society, look at the background too. It looks like there's been a war. I think Trump's going to have him do something. Might even be against Americans. Like, these people, they need to blah, blah, blah. And then he tries to get his military. The ones that'll help Trump will be the Proud Boys, that little militia. But I see the regular military refusing. I see them refusing. And I see people in a circle talking at a table like I've always seen, even with Trump, saying we need to take him out. And you kill the snake at the head. There's a lot of mishaps coming up. I don't know why I heard this, but I'm just going to say it out loud. Would they actually have the nerve to say we're going to send American troops into Ukraine? Boots on the ground. See, that's when the American parents are going to say, hell no, you're not sending my son or daughter. No. There's some gung-ho people in there that'll be happy, but there's not enough of them. I see a lot of resistance. So, what's the outcome with Pete? Please give us the truth and only the truth. What's the outcome with Pete? Newsom's really upset too. I see Newsom knowing that we're in for a hell of a fight. Fortunately, this will go by. I wouldn't doubt if we're only stuck with him for 2 years. I don't know why. I just picked up that Putin is not happy with Trump and might even assist Iran to do something to get rid of Trump. I don't know why I got that. I might have said that before to you. I forgot to cut him. Pete, the world is upside down. The world does not like him. He'll try to get people talk like he's big man on campus and they're not listening to him. He's going to battle every step of the way. He's looking at options and opportunity. He's going to start some battles and he's got a lot of disappointments. I wouldn't doubt if Trump has to get rid of him or whoever's in office has to get rid of him by the end of this year. like they're saying to him, dude, you're nice, but it didn't work out. There's some mess up here. There's some mess up. Might even be the way he's handling the money. Gee, they took away protection for a lot of these generals. They got rid of their security clearances, but he thinks he's got security clearance. I'm telling you, there's some that kind of knew this was going to happen, and there's some inside thing taking place as we speak that he'll never quite it's never going to quite happen. Listen, his people right now aren't happy with him. Let me tell you, the constituents are writing to their maggots right now in office and telling them, what the heck are you doing? Why is my insulin why are it's $9 for eggs? What is going on? And then when February 1st happens, good luck getting fresh. Probably a thing of lettuce will be $10. It's going to be ridiculous, you guys. There'll be stuff out there, but it'll be expensive. Okay, so where was I before I so rudely interrupted myself? And I'll tell Sterling, you guys send your best. Everybody thinks by March. The thing is, Trump's going to really make a total ass out of himself. And let me tell you, I just got a hit. Let's just put this out there. March is very important too, by the way. I'm almost sensing, well, Canada and somebody else are getting ready to put out reports because they have proof beyond a reasonable doubt about that well, we know she won because look at her events packed to the top, and he had to pay people to come see his and bus them in. So, oh yeah, Michelle just said recently the Allen Media Group fired meteorologists at over 24 stations. Just let people find out. Just let people find out. Now we have meteorologists within a lot of these blue states have their own, and they can't stop them. They might even have a group behind closed doors, and then they give us the warnings when needed. But I'm telling you, these poor red states, it's just terrible. Go ahead. What were you saying to me? Remain focused and remain connected to the realm because they can help us. This too shall pass. He's being drowned in his own, I'm a big shot, I'm this, I'm that, but only his people around him can give him that because America is really just upset. And I totally believe that we should just not kumbaya with them and let them blow themselves up. Yes, it's going to make us struggle for a little bit. But the other nations like Mexico and stuff, they're like, oh, hell to the no. So what happens is we're not going to get anything from them. Other nations are cutting off their orders from the United States. There was one thing they cut off. And that's all you got to do with these bigwigs is make them suffer. And soon it's not going to be a long, long time. It's not going to be no 4 years. I don't care what anybody says. That's my personal opinion. Maybe because I know, oh my gosh, how could we last 4 years? And that putting them for a third term, no. And President Roosevelt was the most popular president of all times. And he started Social Security. He did all this stuff that everybody says, quit doing handouts. But he did a lot of stuff, a lot of the other side didn't agree with, yet he was the most popular and got nominated in how many times? Because he cared about Americans. And he was a wealthy man, but he cared about Americans. And did you see Bloomberg? He's going to give to we stepped out of the Paris, we stepped out of something with climate. Was it the Paris climate? Anyway, him and other people with money are going to pay what the United States would have paid to keep it going, even though we're not part of it. He wants to keep it going. This is the things, these are the little nuggets. These are the little crystals coming in. I don't see them giving Trump classified information. I saw these bigwigs before he got in, even knowing that they were going to end up being on the, you're out of here part, fixing it up so he can't get classified information. He's working with Saudi Arabia, but it's all about money. He could care less about anything. How can I make money? And did you see he's firing a whole bunch of IRS agents? Well, actually, he's told them, if you work on the border, you can keep your job. So you guys don't have to worry about your IRS for a while now, because he's just literally cleaning it out. Oh, and then, yes, Trump bashing that poor bishop. But what Christian lashes somebody who says, please show mercy to people? Who would do that? Well, look what they did to Jesus. They wanted Barabbas, the thief. They didn't want Jesus to walk away. Hang him, crucify him. And Jesus was a good man that only thought about goodwill to others. But that's what this ugliness is. It's like that, and that's okay, you guys. It's bad. It's bad. We knew it was going to be bad. We weren't quite sure how bad it was going to be. But I want you to know everything's going to be okay. Unless you live in a red state, you might have to, all families move in together to save money. But there's some places that you would call a red state. Like that did he win Michigan? That really he didn't win. So we're going to see a lot of changes. So let me, now he's talking about touching Social Security and Medicare, but they haven't gone that route yet. They're getting a lot of pushback on that. I almost feel like right now that's safe. Okay. But let's look at this budget they're coming up. That's where Michael said, don't sit at the table, kumbaya, because somebody was on there saying, well, we're going to sit at the table and hope. No, it's different now. Biden's not the president, and they got this Napoleon. But I do see a few Republicans standing up against Trump because he's going to hurt the constituents. Especially if you get some sort of event that takes place where people are hurt and nobody can help because he's decided you got to deal with it. See, watch what happens. Watch this space. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I want to do. I want to ask on Rachel. Okay, so the budget. Mike Johnson is bad. He even made a bad remark about that bishop. He should be ashamed. They really have gone to the dark side. It's really scary. Now we are living witnesses as to why the Hitler thing turned out like it did. And a lot of the things with Hitler was the same. A lot of how he got in office and everything. And that how he manipulated the news. Hitler woke up every morning looking at the newspapers to see what they're saying about. Putin does the same thing. Tell me about. Oh, they're going to lose bad. In 18 months, they're going to lose bad. So they're not going to get everybody to agree. They're trying to rake in more money. And I see the Democrats letting everybody know what's in the bill. because they're going to try to be quiet about it. They're going to try to act like, oh, nothing to see here. They got their king. They're riding a horse of success. The angel of light and mercy is standing there. So it's not going to be quite a victory for them. Even the Nine of Pentacles is reversed. There's going to be some stuff in this that's really going to piss people off, especially when they're messing with people's health care. You know, he's telling Canada, you need to be a state. Oh, no, thank you. I have free health care and I have that. Why would I want to belong to the United States? I want to look at Rachel Maddow. Let's grab one of these cards for her. He's already out loud. Oh, I want to tell you guys, I watched a series that I absolutely had the best time. I sat and watched all 6. I'm trying to get on Shogun now. I guess it's on Hulu. I'm not a Hulu fan. But I want to watch Shogun too. Okay, but the name of the show is it Jesse James and the Cowboys? Is it Jesse James and the Cowboys? The OK Corral, the shooting at the OK Corral. That is a huge story. I didn't realize the details. And I really like him after watching that story. And he had 2 brothers, and they try to do right by the town of, so it was at the OK Corral, and it was in Arizona. And this guy, the Cowboys were mafia. If you had a rattlesnake thing in your hat, you were a cowboy, and cowboys were mafia, and they stole cattle, because cattle you could get good money for if you like shipped it to New York. And they made a lot of money stealing. Then they were taking stagecoach with the silver in it. Apparently, this is after the Civil War, and America owed a bunch of countries a lot of money. So would they steal the silver? They're stealing the money that was supposed to go to Europe. So Morgan Chase said, no, we can't have this. And then he tried to get money to buy all the railroads. And they were going to give him the money. And then this Jesse James and the shooting at the OK Corral, and then the Cowboys went cray-cray. And they just started doing terrible things, robbing and Europe was like, we're not going to put any money in a crazy place. You're not going to last 10 months. It's very interesting. Tell me about Rachel. What's the Rachel card? Rulership handover. That can't be her unless MSNBC throws her under the bus. And look at this, lies and deception. Lies and deception, and then planned outcome. And then right past that, look at this, good outcome. So I think there's some trouble here, but it's like, it's going to end up okay. A lot of people will stand up for her. I mean, I didn't like what they did about calling Biden old, but I think it's going to work out for her. I don't know about MSNBC. They're changing a lot of stuff now. They made her come back full time. So let's do the regular parts on Rachel. Let's see the outcome of Rachel. Oh, I'm going to be on with okay, Sterling's not today. Tomorrow's Mel in the morning. And then I'm doing a show with Revealing Light. I believe Wednesday. I'm going to discuss her new book. And I have some other good stuff coming up in February. Lena Rodriguez. You can only go through this stuff so much, but he's giving us new stuff every time I come back on. There's something else. Okay. About Rachel. Give me the outcome of the Rachel. Um, she's got the Ace of Cups, so there's a lot of support for her. In the fall time, cutting out some bull. Here's good news, like the God force is with her. Um, she might be a little under the weather. Ooh, she's got the Ten of Swords, so something unexpected. She's going along good, or maybe this is her girlfriend. Somebody in her hopes, dreams, or wishes is suffering. And I see an unexpected death of someone pretty powerful. I don't know if that's related to her, but she's having to cover it. There's some unexpected. This is a death when it's got the coffin crossing it. Gee, I hope it's not Joe Biden. There's some stuff here that, she has to be very careful too. I think she's paying out of her own pocket for security. But the good news is that so many people will be so upset with him, they're not looking at people to take care of. They want to take care of him. And as far as that Oath Keeper guy is concerned, let's take a look at him. Now that he thinks he's king for a day and he wants to get vengeance. Let me tell you what, all those people, the January 6th, they're all locked and loaded. And they have people, they pay out of their own pocket for security. And these people will fight back. That's what I got. Something big's going to happen with some sort of death. Some sort of death where Trump can't sprinkle flowers on it. It's going to land in Trump's backyard, and they're looking at him. He might even have to punish people he had no intention of punishing because they blew it. That's just the same thing I get on Pete, whatever his name is. I see him talking to him saying, dude, you blew it. He's getting these people in, and don't worry about it because these people will blow out as soon as they come in. And that some other nations won't even deal with them. That's how bad it's going to be. So we'll start getting information as we go along. So there's something big coming up with a death. So Angel Light of Mercy. Okay, let's start with this. Give me what you're trying to tell me. What are you trying to let me know? It's coming in the universe. Germany will not go to the far right. Nope. Consequences. Damage done. So there's damage here. And this is the one that has the background, looks like there's been a war. And a surprise attack. Interesting. Battle warship. Jesus, it could be something that we got into that is going to might be Pete's problem, but it's going to cause some sort of battle. Something's going to happen and everybody's looking at Trump. But then he's going to cut the heads off of the other people. I actually see him cowering and having to be asked for mercy. That's weird. I see Trump cowering and having to ask for mercy. This is the only time this will happen again in the United States for some time. This guy, when he goes, it's the end of all that. All those people are gone. Thank you. Thank you. They'll all get voted out. Okay. Old Soul said, now that Jack Smith's at The Hague, will he something us the information that he gathered on Trump to bring him down? He'll be in the background. He'll be in the background. Don't you worry, little buddy. He'll be in the background. He's his hands are itching. He can't wait for Trump to go down. And listen, the minute Trump is exited stage left, a lot of stuff is going to come out. Oh, Stephen Miller is just the ugliest Nazi kind of energy. It's just awful. I didn't even want to look at him. Oh yeah, poor crazy. She said, my husband's in the middle of negotiating salary for a federal job, but there's radio silence. Let me tell you, federal jobs, IRS. I have a friend that just got a firm offer and he was supposed to start in March. It's gone. It's gone. So the only people going to benefit from that are tax cheats. And that's where we were getting the money, remember? Biden started filling it up and making sure we were able to get the cheats. But now, anyway, don't worry, you guys. This is the last of it. So tell me what you want everyone to know. There's going to be some action taking place that shocks, a shock and awe. When I talk to Andre, I'll be sure to ask him when he thinks that could happen. Or when the aspects could lean towards that, because you can't really say it's going to happen. Angel of light and mercy. What do you want everyone to know? And don't forget to look for Dan's son for his little event, $10 or whatever. So he can go to this thing he loves. He lived there. He's got these musician kids and these talented kids. Good people. And he bakes bread every day. I don't know what the hell that is. Anyway, it's not my house. Okay. Okay, so sorry, Dan. He said, I don't care. If you buy grocery store bread, it's crap. And I was like, dude, that's what I was raised on. Wonder bread. What the hell? What are you talking? That's the only bread I know. But my family, we don't really eat, we don't do bread at the table. We don't need bread at the table. So baking bread to me is like, that's nice. But he does a loaf a day and he doesn't really eat it. His sons do, but his sons are really tall. But it's like I said, dude, tone that rhetoric down. You don't want to tell people if you take store-bought food, it's crap. Yeah, whatever. Kumbaya. Sucker. What is it you want me to tell everybody? What is it you want the nation to know? And listen, I'm sorry, I'm so overwhelmed with emails. I can't answer them all. And the other thing is, I am not doing personal readings. If someone approaches you saying that they're me, they stole my picture. If somebody on Facebook was getting hit up, send me $35 and I'll tell you. Or call this number in Nicaragua. That's not me. Okay. I would not contact people or ask people to call me so I can give them a reading. Okay. I reported to Facebook, I don't know how many times. And you know what they said? Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Health matters. Health matters. Interesting. The farming industry. So if we have things that are in the farming industry that could get us sick, okay? All for money. Duh. We did. We knew that. And someone will surprisingly be imprisoned and detained. Here's that surprise attack. Pandemic health crises. I didn't really pick up a pandemic. I've seen pandemic as far as maybe the animals getting sick. But look at this, uprising rebellion. So we will be like the French and come in behind closed doors and do it. And you know what? No. Yeah, the Second Amendment, like he said something, Trump said something. Yeah, the Second Amendment will take care of her. I think he was talking about Rachel Maddow. That's like, dude, do you think you guys are the only ones who have the Second Amendment in their pocket? Everybody has a second. A lot of Democrats and independents are owners. A lot of them are. And especially in the red states. And you don't want to piss off your people in the red states because they're going to, if they have to worry about taking care of their families and you're preventing them from getting what they need, oh no, you're going to get taken care of. So fight, families, fight. Um, is Mike Pence going to be involved in taking down Trump? I don't see that. There's some stuff coming about the legitimacy of the votes that put a big black stain on him, but because he's in office right now, it's almost like, yeah, whatever, like they're pushing it aside. But it'll be enough that people, especially the people that are getting hurt, that like, wait a second. And by the way, you shouldn't be there anyway. Do you see what I'm saying? So has any advocacy group considered to sue SCOTUS, state senates, for practicing medicine without a medical license by making healthcare decisions, where and how and what may and may not be received? No, there's no advocacy group, but eventually that will be nipped in the butt. Bite your, just, and don't go stupid on media and talk trash or threaten. Don't do that kind of stuff. Know the realm is with us and know that it's going to be okay. And I'm so sorry this happened. And I don't know why, it's almost like it'll be stronger. We just need to batten down the hatch. And, I'm not seeing people dying in the streets. I'm not seeing stuff like that, but I don't see our own army working against us. If it is an army, it's a militia. But I do see people wanting righteousness and justice. So things are going to be okay. I see Trump afraid. I don't know what that's about. Why are you afraid? Because so many people are going to want him, that want to come after him. Oh, Elon's going to be trouble too. Elon might reveal some stuff about Trump he doesn't want known. Elon bit off more than he could chew. He was a dummy. He showed his butt. I told you guys, he acted like he was king for a day. And then he did that thing, which Trump likes. He likes, but Trump doesn't want to be associated with it. And he's like, nobody wants that, even though they think that way. It's like, nah. Well, he's too out there. And then he did that weird look on his face at the inauguration. No, nothing's going to work. And then Biden was so gracious towards him, having them meet at the White House. I don't know why they always do the right thing. And then right away, he's like, I'm surprised Biden didn't pardon himself because we plan to investigate him. Oh, and Mike Johnson, and we plan to investigate his pardons. Oh, really? Nobody said anything about investigating Trump's pardons. Watch this space. All right, you guys, love you all. And don't forget, I don't pursue you for readings. I'm not doing readings. I give away readings once a month. I've already done for January. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow.